This was, my friends, the ultimate Big Boss episode.
अमेरिका से इस वक्त की बड़ी खबर सामने आ रही है.
Big moment for the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky.
व्हाइट हाउस में ट्रंप और ज़ेलेंस्की के बीच हुई है तीखी बहस.
And it's hard to imagine a scenario in which this could have gone worse.
Not being recorded in some Mumbai suburban studio, but live at the Oval Office in the White House in Washington.
You're right now not in a very good position. You're gambling with World War III. Wait a minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. If you didn't have our military equipment, we gave you through this stupid president.
Namaskar, hello and welcome friends to Straight Bat, my weekly video blog where, as the title suggests, I comment with a straight bat. Late night Friday, I was switching channels before I went to sleep when I must confess I stopped and froze in my tracks. My first reaction to the Trump-Zelensky slanging match that was playing out on TV in front of me was to say, holy shit. My second reaction was to say, holy shit. This was, my friends, the ultimate Big Boss episode. Not being recorded in some Mumbai suburban studio, but live at the Oval Office in the White House in Washington, being played out in front of the world. This was reality TV as a political spectacle. We can go on with the blame game as to who is responsible for this unprecedented spat. Did Zelensky simply overplay his hand and ask for trouble by showing disrespect and disregard for his host? Or did Donald Trump disgrace the Oval Office or his office by being what he is, a bully and a deal maker? In a sense, my friends, I believe Donald Trump and Vladimir Zelensky have both exposed themselves. But the real revelation for me is just how the fracas has now broken out into a rather shrill left liberal versus hard right debate on social media and other fora. The left liberals are warning that Trump has only given Vladimir Putin, the big bad Russian president, what he has been waiting for, an effective endorsement of his war of aggression against Ukraine in a manner that the Russian president and his cronies will have emptied many vodka bottles in celebration. The right is cheering the US president for throwing out diplomatic niceties out of the window, talking tough like a true strongman leader against someone who has clearly lost his leverage in Washington. Amidst these contrary views, here is my genuine concern. Trump and his Sancho Panza Vice President J.D. Vance have simply thrown the rule-based world order right out of the window in the matter of a few minutes. Underlying their tough talk, their only interest is very clear: their naked self-interest. Today it is Ukraine and a deal with Putin. Tomorrow it could be another conflict in another part of the world. Now picture the same scenario taking place nearer home. What if the unpredictable and untrustworthy Chinese decide to start a war in Ladakh or Arunachal Pradesh, claim territory as their own, cite historical factors and create an untenable situation on our border? Will Donald Trump then tell the Chinese to back off? Or will he tell Prime Minister Modi and India that we are the ones who have to back off unless we are ready to strike a peace deal with the Chinese? How will those who are cheering Trump now respond then? Forget left versus right, my friends. Anyone who has genuine concern for territorial integrity and sovereignty of nations must be worried today for the future in a Trumpian world order. Make no mistake, Donald Trump has disrupted and upended that world order. And we, like every other country in the world, have to be more than a little worried. Who is to say, for example, that Putin, buoyed by American support for a peace deal, tomorrow decides to march into another country in his neighborhood, into the Baltic states, for example, and seize some land? And who is to say the Chinese won't attempt to do so in our part of the world? In the big boss set, those who don't speak up when they see a noisy confrontation brewing in front of them are often the first to be eliminated. Ditto with the real world. So far, we can claim that we played the Ukraine versus Russia conflict rather well by not being seen to take sides. But there must come a stage that if we want to be seen as a Vishwa Guru in the truest sense of having a genuine place on the global high table with a voice that matters, then we will from time to time have to speak up. Let's draw a line, therefore, not between left and right, but between right and wrong. What happened in the Oval Office in the White House, whoever is held responsible for sparking it off, was, in my view, clearly wrong. Think about it. That was the Straight Pat. Do, of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel for many more such videos. For now, stay well, stay safe. Jai Hind. Namaskar.